How to make self-raising flour at home. A simple, fast, and effective guide. Have you ever been in the middle of baking a delicious batch of scones, biscuits, or cakes, only to realize you're out of self-raising flour? Don't panic. You don't have to rush to the store or leave your baking dreams unfulfilled. With just 3 common ingredients you probably already have in your pantry, you can create your very own self-raising flour at home. In this exciting, easy-to-follow guide, you'll learn how to make self-raising flour with minimal effort and maximum results. Let's dive right in. What is self-raising flour? Self-raising flour is a special type of flour that already contains leavening agents, making it perfect for baked goods that need to rise. Unlike regular all-purpose flour, self-raising flour comes with a built-in boost of baking powder and salt, so you don't need to add any additional leavening agents. This makes your baking process smoother, quicker, and hassle-free. The origins of self-raising flour trace back to the mid-1800s, invented by English baker Henry Jones. His goal? To create a flour that would help British sailors make better baked goods on long sea voyages. Jones' clever creation has since become a staple in kitchens around the world. Why make self-raising flour at home? Making your own self-raising flour at home is not only incredibly simple, but it also ensures you always have a fresh, customizable option available. There's no need for last-minute trips to the grocery store, and you'll never run out of this essential ingredient when you need it most. Moreover, creating your own self-raising flour gives you full control over the proportions of ingredients. You can adjust the salt or baking powder level to suit your personal taste or dietary preferences. How to make self-raising flour at home. The best part? It takes just 5 minutes to make a batch of homemade self-raising flour. All you need are 3 common kitchen ingredients: all-purpose flour, baking powder, and salt. Let's break down the steps. Ingredients: 1 cup all-purpose flour, 1½ teaspoons baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon salt. Directions: gather your ingredients. You'll need 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Sift and mix. Simply sift the flour, baking powder, and salt together in a bowl. This helps evenly distribute the leavening agents, ensuring that your self-raising flour will rise perfectly when used in your recipes. Store or use immediately. Once combined, you can use your homemade self-raising flour right away in any recipe that calls for it. That's it. In just 3 easy steps, you've made your own self-raising flour without any fancy equipment or store-bought mixes. How to use self-raising flour. Now that you have your homemade self-raising flour, it's time to get baking. This simple ingredient can be used in a variety of recipes, from savory dishes like pizza dough to sweet treats like cakes and scones. Here are some ideas to get you started. 1. Quick and easy peach cobbler. A summer favorite, this easy dessert uses self-raising flour for a light, fluffy topping, perfect for any last-minute gatherings. 2. Grandma's moist cake. The secret to a perfectly moist cake? Self-raising flour. This simple yet decadent cake will melt in your mouth. 3. Cat head biscuits. These large, delicious biscuits are a southern staple. Make them even fluffier by using homemade self-raising flour. 4. 2-ingredient pizza dough. Who knew pizza dough could be so easy? Self-raising flour makes this dough rise to perfection with minimal ingredients and time. 5. Easy beer batter. Use self-raising flour to make a light and crispy beer batter for fried fish, chicken, or vegetables. How to store self-raising flour. Once you've made a batch of self-raising flour, you'll want to store it properly to keep it fresh for future baking sessions. Here's how. Airtight container. Store your homemade self-raising flour in an airtight container. This will help keep the ingredients dry and prevent the baking powder from losing its potency. Cool, dry place. Keep the container in a cool, dark place such as a pantry or cupboard. Avoid storing it near heat or humidity, as this can affect the effectiveness of the leavening agents. Shelf life. Homemade self-raising flour should last about 1 year if stored correctly. However, always check the freshness of your flour before using it. Nutritional information. If you're curious about the nutritional content of your homemade self-raising flour, here's a breakdown based on 1 cup of self-raising flour. Calories: 459. Total fat: 1 g, 2% of daily value. Sodium: 1897 milligrams, 82% of daily value. Carbohydrates: 97 g, 35% of daily value. Dietary fiber: 3 g, 12% of daily value. Protein: 13 g, 26% of daily value. Calcium: 425 milligrams, 33% of daily value. Iron: 7 milligrams, 37% of daily value. Potassium: 135 milligrams, 3% of daily value. This nutritional information can be a helpful guide if you're mindful of your calorie intake or dietary restrictions. The bottom line: making your own self-raising flour at home is a simple, quick, and cost-effective way to ensure you always have this essential ingredient on hand. Whether you're baking scones, cakes, or pizza dough, your homemade flour will rise perfectly every time. So say goodbye to those emergency grocery store runs and hello to fresh, homemade flour that's ready when you need it. Now that you know how easy it is to make self-raising flour, why not give it a try the next time you're in the kitchen? It's a small step that will make a big difference in your baking. Happy baking! Call to action. Do you have any favorite recipes that use self-raising flour? Share your baking tips in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more easy and delicious cooking ideas.